Good morning, Carolyn. We'll see if this works. I don't know. I have a signal right here, but I'm gonna head to the front of the neighborhood and we'll see how spotty the service is over here. They've dropped a lot of drones and different things here to help with the service, so we'll see. It's showing 5G for me at the moment, slightly. A slight signal of 5G, which I never even got before. Renata, I love seeing the Bob Squad badge. This is right by my house. This is pretty close to my house. Look how pretty the sunrise is already. So this is kind of, I mean, these are the trees they haven't dealt with yet. They've already cleaned up a bunch of trees, but these are those same ones out behind my house that kept swaying back and forth, these olive trees. Most of them look like this. I'm doing pretty good. I got some good rest. You know, it's been hard, you know, coming to terms with a lot of things, but I'm very fortunate and just want to, you know, there's not enough hours in the day to do all the things I need to do and help and everything. So we're just trying to figure out how to manage our new normal for a little while. Thank you, Miss Starshine. Thank you. It's 4 a.m. there. Yeah, I don't blame you. Good morning, Cannoli. Alright, so I don't know how well the service will be. You guys will have to be... you're my test subjects today. So if it gets bad, let me know. So I at least know where I have to get to. My voice sounds different. Could be this microphone. This microphone took a beating in the first part of that storm when I was down on the causeway in Fort Myers Beach. Good morning, Michelle. View makes you sleepy. I'm hanging in there, Michelle. I'm hanging in there. 4 days now? That storm is something. I'm on the east side in Stewart. I know exactly where you're at. As far as I know where Stewart is. But it should be a beautiful sunrise, so. And hopefully we'll keep service. I don't know. We're about to find out. How's wifey, Hercules, and sweet kitty? The cat and dog are doing good. Dog doesn't like the fact that he can't go out on the lanai anymore. But yeah, it is depressing. But the wife went back to work yesterday, so she's happy to get going back to normalcy a little bit. You just moved to Tampa? Yeah, welcome to Florida. Right? Glad it didn't go up to you guys, but it did get us. Yeah, I encourage people to listen to listen to some of my videos to help them fall asleep. Especially on my beach walks with that background, or even some of the storms. Good morning, Mary. All right, let's see. So here's our royal palms. This is what some of them look like now. This whole area was littered with palm fronds. The storm was crazy. For 48 hours, yeah. Yeah, we were out about 11:30 on Tuesday morning, and but ours came back a couple days later, surprisingly, and we even had a little bit of Wi-Fi, even though cell service has been pretty bad. I saw Davey's video yesterday, bless him, made me cry. He was so positive. Yeah, those people are going through a lot, and now they've evacuated that island again, and they're not letting even residents on it, so if he leaves, he can't get back. So I don't think he'll be leaving, but hope he gets the supplies he needs. This is My Walks in Paradise. For anybody that's new, you can copy and paste the link in my profile to find all my platforms. I'll be putting long-form content on YouTube from the storm too. You can also subscribe here. I think you hit the star. I don't know. I'm new to that. But you can hit the star. I did do custom badges. The longer you're a subscriber, the more upgraded the badge becomes. And then I created 10 custom emotes. But you can just hit the follow button here, join the Bob Squad. Good morning, everybody. This is nice to be doing this, actually. This is Estero, Florida, about 5 miles inland from Estero Bay in the Gulf of Mexico, not far from where Hurricane Ian hit. So you guys are getting to see some of the remnants of what we still have to clean up here in our neighborhood. But we're gonna head over this way first, so to watch this beautiful sunrise. Actually, you know what? We'll do one lap first. I think I got a couple minutes. It is beautiful over there, though. Good morning, BK. Hey, how are you doing, my brother? Folks, if you hit the follow button, I will see your profile at some point. I'm laughing because I have so many to go through still. But I also do see the top 10 gifters and top 10 watch times. It's funny because somebody on one of my videos complained and said if I said folks one more time, sorry, so sorry. It's in my vernacular. What a difference 5 miles make. Oh, I know. It's only just a couple miles from here. In some spots, it's really bad. I'm hanging in there, buddy. I'm hanging in there. Look at that, though. That's why I got up this morning right there, folks. Boom. I said it twice now. It's like ums in Toastmasters. Now I'm going to think about it every time I say it. Good morning, Delaware. I'm holding it on a gimbal. Phone stabilizer. I'm hanging in there, Claudia. How are you? What's up, Beverly Hills? Morning, Kara. It's nice to see you live last night for a second. Good morning. Look how beautiful that is, though. So gorgeous. Alright, let's go over here. We'll wait for this car to go by. So pretty, though. You popped in, I did. What's up, Katie? Morning, Wisconsin. Alright. I don't know if they've cleared any trees over here. I'm assuming they haven't yet. I haven't seen the landscapers back in here. So, some areas I might not be able to get to. But maybe they already did. I don't know. Brazil, Indiana? What's up, Central Florida? I am familiar with Polk County, especially your sheriff. The fountain was on, yeah. It was as soon as they kicked back power. Fort Lauderdale. You got a little luckier than us this time, but it's always so yeah, these trees are all still down here. Gotta be careful because the first one down here this morning, and there's some big mad alligators still. They're not very happy about all this. 63, I know, it's great, right? Our fountain is still there, it is. You can see some of those royal palms are missing some stuff, but they'll come back. What's up, Kay? Yeah, it is. It's sad. It's a lot of people that need help still. They're still rescuing people, but a lot of help needed over here. So I am familiar with Sarasota. I live a couple hours south from you. Good morning. Morning, everybody. This is Estero, Florida. This is this is some of the remnants of the hurricane that we're dealing with in our neighborhood, but we were very fortunate. This is about the worst of what we've had to deal with. I thought my roof was going to come off, so I'm glad that didn't happen. Some parts of Bimini aren't so good, and some parts are, so it's just closer to where the coastline is. But yeah, so I can't get that way. We'll turn around, we'll go in this direction. You have a glorious day too. Good morning. Bring supplies and went in circles. You can take them to Ocean Church. It's one place that'll accept them. We do have electricity. Good morning, Northport. Any damage to your home? Yeah, some. The most annoying part is the cage screens being out because we're getting murdered by mosquitoes, and we can't keep the dog out there because of that. But you know, that is very minor. I don't even want to talk about my problems. I feel guilty talking about my problems. I'm not gonna lie, folks. My friend, how am I doing? I'm hanging in there. I'm doing good, but it's just still a lot to process. What's going on? I don't know about Mercado, I'm sorry. This is Southwest Florida. Estero, Florida. And this is just the front of my neighborhood. Oh, look how beautiful this is. Let's go watch the sunrise, then we'll come back over here. How's that sound? We'll do a little walk. Maybe we'll see an alligator or something for some of you people that might want to see that. Good morning. It is a beautiful sunrise right now. Donated money. I have family in Tampa. Search and rescue dogs down there. They use their own money to train to be able. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, they need a lot of that right now. It does look like a war zone in a lot of places. I've down in Bonita Beach area, and that was pretty eye-opening. Thanks for the coffee. I need it, Wanderer. What is the name of your develop? I don't say what the name of my development is. Sorry. Who said I don't have to? Huh? What? The airport is now starting to open to a few commercial flights. I just heard that yesterday. I don't know about Flagler Beach. I don't know. But I'll be up in Tampa next weekend for the Chris Stapleton concert that's still on. So hopefully I can get to do a beach walk over there. Spring Creek, yeah. Thank you. I'm glad I'm safe too, Harley. Harley girl. It's beautiful out here. See any alligators? We probably will when we go back down there. Thank you. You can copy and paste the link in my profile to find all my platforms. I suggest you're going to want to follow me on Rumble or YouTube. That's where I post my 4K content or exclusive content, full versions of videos you might see here. Plus I do a lot of widescreen footage, and I have a lot from the storm that I'll put together in long form videos. Country music. I'm not even a big country music fan, but I love good music. So I have a varying music choice. He's playing at the fairgrounds. This is Southwest Florida. No, this isn't. This is our clubhouse for our neighborhood. I don't even know if I can get in here. I probably can't. So, no. Attention, pool closed for maintenance, no swimming. So they're probably not going to let me out here either. But we can stand here and enjoy this view. You're on the East Coast and it's overcast and feels like it could snow. It's actually cold for us for this time of year. It's been pretty cool. The backside of the storm cooled everything down, thankfully, for all of those that don't have power. So all these ceiling fans, for the most part, got ripped up pretty good. Be careful of snakes. I'm always trying to be careful of snakes. You were spared off of Wiggins and 41. Yeah, it's if you look at the one video I posted, it's got information on how you can help and where you can get help and stuff. If you don't know the NOAA website to check the satellite footage, it's pretty. I did see the satellite yesterday. I got to see Little Hickory Beach. It's forever changed back there where I used to hang out. Most of that is gone. It's underwater now. Mother Nature was showing off again. I don't know what the temp's, probably in the 60s. But lots of new passes have been created. When you guys saw me at Lovers Key State Park and I went down by the fishing pier back there, there is a new pass over that way. There's a lot of new passes. Your team wants to give stuff where it can come. I would direct you to NBC2's website. They have a lot of great information on there, different places that are accepting help, donations. I do have a video posted of different ways you can help too if you want to volunteer and if you want to donate money, things like that as well. But I would go, NBC2 has very good resources on their website. This is Southwest Florida. This is not far from where Hurricane Ian made landfall. Our neighborhood was in a pretty good spot relative to the winds. Yeah, NBC2. It's the local news here. So I would just Google them. Yeah, volunteerflorida.org, yeah. Red Cross, too. But there's a lot of places accepting help, accepting volunteers, like churches and things, places that are feeding people right now. There's a lot of people that need to be fed each day. There's just so much. But they have great resources. They have so much information. Used to launch my boat at Lover's Key. A lot of good memories there. Yeah. Yeah, it's but I encourage you to check out the satellite photos if you want to see what things look like now. It was a little shocking for me. Look there's Hercules, folks. That's one of my custom emotes. So if you subscribe, you get one of those 10 custom emotes, and you can also your badge gets upgraded over time. That Bob Squad badge that Renata's got, pretty cool. If anyone knows of where rescue pets have been relocated to, please tag me. Well, I know the Humane Society's had a lot of them over here. And I posted in the comments on my video about helping, I posted their web address. But they're taking in lots of pets right now. And they're actually taking them and shipping them out to get people to help foster them or adopt them. So. Look at that. Look at Steffi. She's throwing down with the custom emotes, and so's Kara. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, Kara. Alright, let me see if what do you guys think of this view? Should I give you a different view from the other side? Or you want me to stay over here? It's going to take a few minutes for that sun to sneak over those clouds, though. Or should I go back and walk around the pond? What do you think, folks? What do you think? Stay? Okay. Glad you're safe. I am too, Side Fries. Glad everybody that's on here, even though a lot of my followers, guys, have lost everything. They've lost you'll see them commenting. They've lost their home. They've lost their vehicles. They've lost their clothes. This is calming, nice. So, I'm grateful. It's one of my favorite spots you take us to. Good. Really good view. Alright. Probably got like another 10 minutes before that sun makes it all the way up. I can't believe the clouds over there, though. It was beautiful this morning. I missed where you said you are. This is Estero, Florida. This is just in the Fort Myers area. Oh, somebody else subscribed? Mary subscribed? Somebody. I must have missed another one. So I don't know who the 9th subscriber was. Let me go back and look. This is Estero, Florida. I'll have to look later. But thank you for subscribing. You're going to be part of the first 50 founders of the Bob Squad here on TikTok. Oh, KDB. Oh, KDB. It is peace. Great place to visit. It is. I'm in Estero in such a scary week. Thank you for this. You're welcome. I'm so glad you're all right, Steph. So glad you're all right. It's a lot to process down here still for all of us. We need those prayers, Lil Deb, and we appreciate it. Ian did take the warmth with him. It's okay, though. There's a lot of people without power, so even when we were out for a few days, it was a blessing. It actually got cold in our house, which doesn't happen this time of year. It's not hot, no. The dry season was ushered in by this storm, too, so it normally starts on average around October 15th, and looks like it's going to be pretty dry for a little while. I used to live in Cape, and I'm so floored by the disaster. Yeah. And again, you can check the post that I did. It's just got a Microsoft Word document with information on ways to help. But if you check in the comments, there's also a link to the satellite images if you want to see. Look at the Bob Squad. Oh, you see, that was, hey, Kara, that emote was right back there by the fountain. I was laying right there in the sun. Where is this? I can't think of where is that. I might need to go for a sunrise or sunset. This is just my neighborhood. It's just my neighborhood in Estero. Morning, Kentucky. All the condos and homes gone that are by Bowman's Beach, you think? There's a lot of destruction out there, but I can't really say. You could look at those images and you get kind of an idea, but even the homes that are still standing, a lot of them had a lot of water in them. I'm sorry, I don't want to be a bother. I don't see where on that website that gives a place to bring. On NBC2, bring food and water. Comment that on my video that's got the Word document, and if I can find out more information for you, I'll let you know, okay? Is this Florida? I came from there myself. Yes, I'm in Southwest Florida, not too far from where Hurricane Ian made landfall. Good morning, Ohio. How does the morale seem to be at the Hurt shelter? I hope they're faring well. Honestly, the morale here is getting bad, and not just with the people at the shelter. And the shelter, understandably, that's a tough situation. These people have lost a lot. On my live stream the other day, it was really hard talking to some of them. But even first responders here, our city officials, everybody is about ready to snap. Got a lot of people coming at them, saying a lot of things. And they're out there dealing with some horrific stuff every day. Can you rent out the pool for parties? I know that they do rent out the clubhouse, and there has been times when I was up here, it sure seemed like a private event, but I'm not positive. Thanks for the hand heart, Steph. It is beautiful. Thanks for the hand heart again. I came back to Southern Indiana. I really wanted to move back there, but I'm probably glad you didn't, right? This is my clubhouse for our neighborhood. Thanks, Deanna, for the rose. You're welcome. Son goes to FGC, coming back on the 9th. What can he bring and where to? Well, the Ocean Church is accepting donations. That's one place. And they were taking, you know, clothing, bedding, towels, toiletries, stuff like that. But they have a website too. You can check there and see. Indiana equals boring. I know. I'm from Michigan. I get it. R. Roberts, thanks for the rose. Just moving down here. The response has been awesome. Yes, everybody's great. Everybody's working so hard, and people need to give them all a break. The power companies, I know people are frustrated they don't have power. There's a lot going on. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of layers to this. My aunt is on her way back. She lives in Fort Myers. Yep. So I'm right by there. How is it down there? I'm keeping all of my prayers. We need as many prayers as we can get. It's pretty tough. It's pretty tough for a lot of people. It's hard down in this part of Florida. I think most other parts, except for where Ian went through, are doing pretty well. Boring. Yes, Michigan is very boring. It is an amazing sunrise. I am actually gonna sneak over to the other side. I gotta move, folks. I'm sorry. Does the school even have power? Some don't. There's a lot of schools that have been damaged pretty bad too. So I think they said 14 are pretty much in bad shape, and then they got another 40 some that need stuff done. Have you been to Barefoot since all this happened? Now they don't let anybody on the beach right now. They even aren't even letting residents down on Fort Myers Beach anymore. So, but you can see the satellite images if you look on my one post in the comments, because on my Microsoft Word document I just put up there what I saw on the news, but it's HTTPS, otherwise you ain't gonna find it. So there's a link in the comments. I was between Lansing and Detroit. I was down in Kalamazoo, Portage. There's a lot of things you can do to help out if you want to volunteer. There's places you can donate money. Southwest Florida Relief Fund is, you can find that on NBC2. They have a QR code. All that money comes right here to charities that are helping locally, which is good. But there's a lot of things. You can check NBC2. You can check that Microsoft Word document and give you a few ideas. What should we tell our snowbirds to flock your way soon? Should they stay here this winter? I think anybody that's planning like hanging out on the beaches and stuff, this might not be the year to come here. There's also going to be a lot of people that need temporary housing and stuff. And there's a lot of hotels that are full. Was born in Orlando but lived in fact over it. Yeah. West coast of Michigan, especially Holland. Yeah, I played hockey out of Muskegon. Trying to have two puppies fighting at your feet. I didn't even know these were all blown over here. But my view has changed too. And even for the sunsets in the neighborhood, there are so many trees missing and so many leaves missing that it's opened up a whole different view in the neighborhood, which for me, it's like you got to take some of the good, you know, out of the situation. So, what's up, Big Mike? See you, brother. Did you watch the video where the guy's old German Shepherd got started going under house? I had one of the ladies that's one of my followers here. She actually got dragged under her house. She survived. We are still lucky to live in paradise, even after a hurricane. And the wind blew in a paddleboard and saved the dog. Wow. That's not fake. Those bushes took a beating, yeah. And so do these olive trees. So, Steffi, what do you think about this? What do you think about calling her Dirty Tritini? She's shaken, not stirred. So that was mine that made it. South Carolina and North Carolina. There's some bad spots there, too. It's a big storm. Tripped twice, yeah. Palm trees are so awesome, very resilient, yeah. And now I know which ones to you definitely want to get. When I see pictures, just wow. Yeah. Check out the satellite images. Those are, that'll give you a pretty good idea. But some of the places I went to, they have a lot of new passes, and it should be interesting. There's lots of stuff buried under sand too. Really have no clue how bad we got hit. No, they don't. No, they don't. They see some images, but it's just so deep as far as all the stuff that's needed to be done. Yes, there are alligators in here. Any body of water in Florida is going to have alligators, most likely. Thanks for contributing to the live goal, Wander. Dirty Tritini it is. I mean, she's Russian. You know, we could have done the Svetlana or something, but I think Dirty Tritini. I said it to my wife, she laughed, so I was like, alright, if she laughed at that, then it's probably alright. Too close to the water? Yeah, no. I'm not. I'm hanging in there now. I'm hanging in there. I'm still partying for everyone, praying. But it's okay. People were hurricane partying during all of this, so I mean that's a Florida thing. I saw there it washed a huge dumpster. Oh yeah, one of my videos that you guys will see when I was walking down by Bonita Beach, I didn't notice it at first, and then like 15 feet above the water is a Rolls Royce. There's a lot of stuff in the mangroves. If you look at those satellite images, you can see how much debris and how many boats and things are in the mangroves all over the place. You would be nervous by it? Yeah, I understand. You haven't made a phrase for it yet? This is my neighborhood. Thanks, Renata, for the wishing bottles. This breaks my heart. I moved to Alabama. Yeah, it's tough. Normal Florida thing. So peaceful. Thank you, Mary. Here it comes. We're finally going to get to see it. Those clouds, they kind of obstructed our view a little bit this morning. It's October, Kara. Thank you. I can't believe it's October. I lost about a week. Oh, Nice in Vegas, you subscribed too? Sorry if I missed the person earlier. I missed one person, I think. But thanks for subscribing. You now have access to the whole arsenal of custom emotes, all 10 of them. And the longer you're a subscriber, the more upgraded your badge will become. And that's about all I know about how this works. I've gotten some. Now, I also, at some point, as we get a lot more subscribers, when I do some of these live streams, I can make it subscriber-only chat, especially on some of these times where things get out of hand. We can do a subscriber-only chat, and then hopefully that'll get rid of a little bit of this stuff. On some of these bigger live streams, we've had a few issues. I've got some great screenshots. I'm glad. I lived in Daytona Beach for about a year. This year's going by way too fast. It is. It's Nick. Why did I say nice? Because it is nice in Vegas. I've been to Vegas many, many times. I used to live in Arizona too. But thanks, Nick. Love the clouds. It makes the orange color bigger. It does. But here it comes. It's taking its sweet time this morning. I think the sun is a little tired. Thanks for all the follows. I will notice everybody that follows me when we're done. You can copy and paste the link in my profile if you want to find all my platforms. Hit the follow button, be part of the Bob Squad, and hit that star if you want some custom emotes and a badge, a Bob badge. Going to South Carolina this Sunday. I did talk to Davey yesterday because I heard that they were making everybody leave the island, and I want to make sure that he wasn't being kicked off. And he said that it's just if you leave the island, they won't let you back. But they're trying to encourage people to leave. I don't pay attention to comments. Everyone does. Yeah. So, out of all the warmer states you live, you like Florida the best. Yes, I love this way more so than Arizona. Montana is the most beautiful state I lived in, but it's too dang cold in the wintertime. But Montana's very beautiful. A bunch of friends in Florida, yeah. I haven't heard from some of my friends, so hopefully a few of them start checking in now. The sun is coming up very pretty. Yeah, look at that. Sorry, I'm getting bit by mosquitoes, so I might be a little jumpy. We're going in on this one. This is Southwest Florida, just by Fort Myers, in Estero. So I'm about 5 miles inland from Estero Bay in the Gulf of Mexico. Daddy. But welcome in to anybody that's new. Thanks to everybody for all your support and prayers during the storm for me. They meant a lot, and I did feel like my house, when that roof was trying to lift off, I felt like it was surrounded by something helping me. So I think that was all your prayers. Sunsets are truly breathtaking. In New York? My friends left Vegas for Florida. I do love the state. Yeah. It is a beautiful way to wake up. This is nice to get back to something normal. I have my family and friends. I'm keeping you in my prayers. Thank you so much. Please keep praying for us. The lake did get a lot bigger. But these, they did a great job engineering this. Thanks, Roz, for the roses. It did its job. What's that? New here, you joined. Thanks, Side of Fries. Thanks a lot, Scarlett. Thank you. Wreck your Vic. I kinda like that. Legend Bob. I don't know about that, Matt. Was there a VFW post on Bonita Beach Road? I honestly don't. There's one that's on Coconut, but I don't know. Alligators are afraid of us for the most part. I'm praying for Florida and everyone. Thanks, Matt. Renata with the custom emotes, throwing it down. My niece lives in Estero. Did Ian get you guys bad? Most parts of Estero actually fared fairly well. San Carlos Park, not so much. Over there on 41, Island Park in particular. Did you make it down to Fort Myers yet? Fort Myers Beach? Is that what you're asking, Betty? I have not went anywhere down there. You know, they closed Fort Myers Beach now, and even to the residents. So, but I'm trying to stay over on this side of town for a few more days and let them keep working down there, stay out of their way. Yes, in New York, smack dab in the state, we get average of 123 inches of snow, but I love you have 4 seasons. Nice. So how was your hurricane bacon? Freaking awesome. Are you kidding me? Gladys, thanks for following me on Instagram. She must have copied and pasted the link in my profile, and she found my other platform. So maybe that's it. I just don't remember. UFW and Bonita. Yeah, I don't know. Even downtown. Oh, there's certain spots of downtown that flooded, but I don't know. I have to take Hercules down there to be neutered on Thursday, so I'll check out that area then. I don't miss the snow. I was a hockey player. I used to love it. I don't like it so much anymore, but there's a lot of beaches down there. My brother is in Naples, but he was lucky. He only had power outages, no flooding. That's good. That's good. It is a beautiful sunrise today. But I'm not going to be able to stay here much longer because I'm literally being sucked of all my life by these mosquitoes. It's one bad thing about after this storm. Good morning, beautiful sunrise. Thank you. Thank you, baby Alyssa. Both puppies are now down for the count. Nap time. I put them to sleep. My voice has a calming effect on animals. Actually, I do have some good luck with the animals. Alright, that green dot's too big. And let's go for a walk now, because I can't stand here anymore. Sorry, guys. Once you go south, you never want to go north. This is true. I don't even see what normally happens above Tampa, because that's at the top of my radius. Tank heard that. He is going to come steal Hercules before Thursday. Tank, brother. What you doing, boy? He's probably smiling, right? Good morning, Japan. Yes, the mosquitoes have been wild. I was wondering if I had to do this storm. Yeah, it's also worn off a lot of the spray, you know, the stuff that they treat and stuff too. But it's a lot of standing water. Sunrise was my favorite part of the Gulf Coast. I like sunsets just a little bit better, but it's very close. More when I watch. Scratchers, one gets crazy. I have a puppy right now. Well, he's 8 months old, and a lot of times when I live stream from home, he likes to attack my feet and stuff. Good morning, Oklahoma. Yeah, they've removed a lot. The sad for me, these were my favorite, not my favorite tree, not palm tree, but these ones over here. These guys past this olive tree right here. I'm surprised my service is this good. Bellaterra is so beautiful. Bellaterra is, but the tops of these snapped off. These trees are just beautiful normally, but it's also weird. It's like fall here because we've lost so many leaves and things. It almost looks like, I do play tennis and pickleball. It looks kind of like fall here. I keep my mouth, so that's out of the equation. Okay. Smiling but not showing his chompers today. It's too early for him. He's not doing it. She punches you. Thank you. I had a friend that lost everything there in Florida. I've seen a lot of damage everywhere. Yeah, there's a lot of people. So it's shocking how many people actually lost their homes that weren't in that original part of the storm surge, but got surge into their homes. And pickleball player remains unaffected. No, they were down here right away. There were so many people playing pickleball. Got power at 10 last night in Fort Myers. Oh, thankfully. They've done a pretty good job, but there's just so many. When I was even down by Bonita Beach Road, there were so many power lines all over those boats that were out in the road and everything. So it's also, you got to be careful when you're driving around those areas. There's a lot of debris that can puncture your tires. So thanks for the follows. This is My Walks in Paradise. We're in Southwest Florida. If you want to subscribe, you can hit that star. Get access to the 10 custom emotes and the Bob Squad badge. It'll get upgraded over time. You can also copy and paste the link in my profile if you want to find my other platforms. I really think you need to follow me on Rumble or YouTube because I'll be posting a lot of longer form content and stuff on there. And that's also where the replays of these live streams are hitting. And I did post the Bonita Beach one. I also did post my last beach walk. Before Ian, I'll be posting the day of from Sanibel Causeway and all those different Fort Myers Beach when I was under the pier there Tuesday night. I'll post all these live streams, so you definitely want to follow me on one of those platforms if you want to see the replays. You need, yeah. Tell them. I have visited Florida over many years. I enjoy visiting, but my kids live there. Yeah, nice. I know, the bridges, wow. And Matt Lachey right now, they're taking the gravel trucks and they're making a temporary bridge, just dumping tons of gravel so they can get out to Pine Island to help people. I don't know how far away Zephyr Hills is, but I don't think I'm that close. So I didn't reach. So Ian didn't reach Southwest? Yeah, it definitely did. It made landfall not far from here. And the eye was huge. And so we were just on the tip of the outskirts of the eye. We didn't get the most crazy winds, but we were pretty close to it. And it lasted forever. The front side of the eye was like 1 to 2 hours, depending on where you were. Oof, snake. And the back side was anywhere from 1 to 3 hours, depending on where you were. Looks similar to your dad's neighborhood in Brooksville. You know, why the reason that is, I'm down in Southwest Florida by Fort Myers. The reason why that is a lot of these developers and the builders build a lot of the same neighborhoods. Pine Island is a catastrophe. So the worst parts were Fort Myers Beach, Sanibel Island, Pine Island, Matlacha, and Cayo Costa. Alright, I gotta be a little bit careful right now. Being the first one that walks around these ponds, you gotta keep your head on a swivel. Random, but I didn't realize Florida had armadillos. Yes. Yeah. You see them on the roads here every once in a while. I had an encounter with one over here one night. You remind me of a possum. But like all these pine trees over here, especially on the other side of the preserve, they took a pounding with all the wind, so it's all brown now. So again, it kind of is making it look like fall up north a little bit for us here. But if you're planning on coming down here to vacation, I would postpone those plans. I know some people that were following me were excited because it was a few weeks out or 7 weeks out, and they were coming down. Sanibel Island, you visited a lot, yeah. Me too. All right. Keep your eye on the water for alligator. Sometimes I startle them. Your wife did that wind. The sound was enormous. Oh yeah. And I have some good ones too, but they're more widescreen. I did a couple longer widescreen videos too. One is 12, one is 16 minutes during the heart of all that. Yeah, and that's inside the house. That's inside the house. You're welcome. What cities are you near? Like I thought most of Florida was affected. I'm right by Fort Myers Beach. I'm right by Fort Myers, so not far from Fort Myers Beach. Pretty much from Naples, and then the further you go north, the worse it got. But it also came in. It came inland. It moved inland. The eye did. So there's a lot of flooding and stuff. I'm surprised landscapers haven't taken care of those trees yet with how fast they got there. They got here and they removed stuff that was in precarious positions in the roads and stuff. I believe they've been in other neighborhoods doing the same. It's kind of what they're doing here. They're going around like on a first pass and taking care of stuff, not just the landscapers. And then they got to go back and back. Where are the videos? I haven't posted those yet. There's so many videos I have to post, but those widescreen ones, long form ones, will be on Rumble and YouTube for sure. You might see clips of them here, but the full versions you won't. So I definitely think you should follow on Rumble or YouTube, because there's gonna be some stuff, you guys. But that's also where I post the replays of these live streams. And now sadly, there's my last 5 live streams were from Barefoot and Bonita Beach, then Little Hickory Beach, then Big Carlos Pass, then Sanibel Causeway, and then Fort Myers Beach. So I'll be posting all of those. Yes, Sanibel will definitely be rebuilt. But now I do know why everybody gets out after these hurricanes, especially the local people that have been through all this. There's so much stuff that's thrown everywhere. Like even when I was down by Bonita Beach Road, there's so many things in the mangroves and in the trees and everything else that it's just going to go bad or get wrecked. It was hard not to grab some of the stuff. So I can see why opportunists or people that don't have empathy for other people were out there right away, looting their property and looting their homes. But even some of the people just getting out on the beaches and finding things and stuff, I kind of understand that. I've been watching 10 News there as well. Yeah, NBC2 is a good one, and Wink News also. Yeah, Katrina, I'm not surprised by that. You know, they're not a fan of Florida. So, but yeah, I would check our local news stations here. You could find a lot more. You can watch them online. You can find a lot more information. Will those videos go on Rumble or YouTube? Which ones, Carolyn? Sorry. I think FMB will be taken over by large developers. Oh, there's no doubt about that. It'll never be that way again. It'll be completely different. I mean, there's some people that are going to stay and rebuild, so they'll keep those. But yeah, they've been wanting to get in there, chomping at the bit before all of this. So thanks for the follows. You can copy and paste the link in my profile if you want to follow me on all my platforms, or pick and choose. It's got links to each one. So, but you can also hit that follow button, be part of the Bob Squad, and you can subscribe here now on TikTok. Thanks, TikTok. I was honored. I was not expecting them to invite me to do this. So you can hit that subscribe, get access to my custom badges and custom emotes. Throw down a custom emote. What's your favorite custom emote for the founding members of the Bob Squad here on TikTok? What's your favorite one? I wanted to come see the shark's teeth on Venice, but I didn't want to hamper recovery afterwards. Yeah, after I went down by Bonita Beach Road the other day, I got a whole new understanding, a whole new perspective of all the challenges that they're dealing with. And so I'm going to stay over on this side of town for a few more days, but I am going to make it over there. But it's hard because there's a lot of stuff that was churned up, and even treasure and stuff, you know. So we will be taking the metal detector for the first time. My wife totally wants to do that, so we'll probably do a live stream one day. Maybe not real soon, but once we get down there. I had to toss GPS collars because the oil smell wouldn't come off. Oh man, I didn't even think about that. Do you think state will underreport deaths? No. They're underreporting them right now because they have to go through a process. It's way more than what they're saying, but no, they won't underreport them. I wouldn't think. I did go to Venice in January and did a video on the shark's teeth there. That was fun. Fountain is pretty today. I'm lagging over here. Thank you. I can't believe how good the signal has been this whole time. Thanks for sharing this here, as I'll be praying for all of you and you as well. Thank you, Jewel. Thank you so much for that. It's really kind. Yes, the metal detecting would be interesting. Yeah, if you look at the satellite images, again, on my one video that's got the Microsoft Word document, look in the comments. It's got the link to the satellite images. There's so many areas that had stuff pushed up into them. It'd be interesting to see what can be found there. Totally sound like Ryan Reynolds. I haven't heard that one. No lag, was back more. You were good. Oh, okay. I love them all, Bob. Aw. It's fun. I had fun doing it. You're good now? Okay. Signal is good. I saw some people on live metal detecting the day after storm. Oh yeah, and now I get why all those people rushed down to the beach and stuff like that. We did see people finding 4-carat diamond rings and things. But what you got to understand is a lot of that stuff, you know, it's long gone from those people's homes, and hopefully they have insurance to cover it. But I did learn that some of these people, with the coverage that they get down here, they're only going to have 50% coverage. So the people that lost their homes and their cars, and I mean their cars are probably covered, but their homes and their clothing and stuff only get half covered. So there's a lot of people that aren't going to rebuild. I'm in Southwest Florida, not too far from where Hurricane Ian made landfall. No way, 4K diamonds. Well, yeah, you think about all those homes in along the coastline there, and on Sanibel Island too. There's some pretty big homes. Yeah, it is nuts. Alright. I'm gonna try to sneak around here, but I gotta really check out my surroundings for a second. Yeah, no, not doing it. So there's a few more trees down over there, but you get the gist of it. Why only half covered? I make sure they had coverage. I think because it's so expensive that a lot of people chose not to do that. I saw some guy talking about it the other day, and he said we never thought something like this would happen, because you also have people that are way further inland off of these rivers and things that have lost their homes too. But I don't know if it's the flood coverage or the hurricane coverage. I don't know enough about that. But they were saying on the news a lot of people only have that 50% coverage. So I don't see it now. Is that a gator? I don't think so, but it's possible. I'm still scatterbrained. That's terrible. Yeah. So there's a lot of help that's needed for a lot of people. Those of you that were on the live stream from the shelter the other day, when I helped that 85-year-old lady with her stuff, and she was telling me that she had lost her home and her clothes, and then that younger guy that I thought was coming up to fight me. You guys didn't see it, but we actually hugged. That was pretty sad. He was from a poor community, and he worked really hard to build up a business. He was in his early 30s. He had a house. He had a 2017 Silverado and a couple dump trucks for his business. His dump trucks were covered under the insurance, but I don't think his other stuff was. Yeah. So just hearing people saying that they lost everything, and the other problem is we're not in contact with a lot of people. There's a lot of people missing, a lot of people still being rescued. So there's a lot of people that are going through some angst because they don't know either. He came in hot and left feeling better, I think. Yeah, I helped that guy. I did. But that's because he didn't think I was recording him at first. I said, I'm not recording you, because I tilted it down. I'm not recording you. I'm just standing over here recording. This will make home insurance go up here. Oh, it's going to go up a lot, yeah. Sadly. Milking it. Interesting. That's so very sad. I know so many lost jobs. Yeah, that was the other thing that kind of hit after the fact, was that all these people in all these places, they don't have a place to go back to work. So it's also going to make it hard to find jobs over here. It's also going to make it hard to find places to live, because all these people have been displaced now. So there's going to be a lot of challenges. If you're here and we have supplies headed your way, dump trailer full, heck yeah. Thank you so much. Wanderer. Thank you, dear. Is it true insurance cancels your policy after the payout? I honestly don't know anything about that. You're welcome for the live. This is where the wildlife crossing is going in. All right. So as the sun comes up a little more, you might see a gator now. So let's see. Again, folks, you can copy and paste the link in my profile if you want to find my other platforms. I'm posting replays of lots of I'm going to start posting replays of lots of my beach live streams from all these areas that were impacted. But you can find all my platforms. You can also just hit that follow button, be part of the Bob Squad. If you follow me on Clapper, join my Bob Squad chat group so I can keep you updated when, where, and on what platform I'll be going live. No, Brenda, I'm not. You get used to it down here, but I don't blame you for your apprehension. I felt that way in the beginning. They wanted to watch the tractors. Oh, you do? You know, you want to play with them? Want to hear a funny story, Stuffy? You might already heard this one, but I told a few people one day in here. So when I was in middle school, in our neighborhood, they had bulldozers, and they were building a section of the neighborhood, and an irresponsible business owner left his keys in the bulldozer. And so my friends dared me to get in it, so I got in it, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna start it up. Started it up, didn't know what I was doing, and I hit something, and the bulldozer started to go. And so I jumped out, freaking out. One of my other friends, who grew up with a little bit more of a mechanical background, mechanical reasoning background, I should say, jumped in it and shut it off. It's going to be hard for all down there. A lot of churches here took a lot of stuff to Florida. Yeah, and a lot of the churches are helping. There's also a place here that's in town right now. They're serving 60,000 barbecue meals a day. Yeah. Boneheaded move for sure. One of several in that period of my life. The other one was when I used to throw tennis balls off the garage door to practice pitching, and I was a shortstop too, so I'd practice off the garage door, and one day I didn't have tennis balls, so I actually used baseballs. And our garage door was wooden, and you would think after several holes I would stop, right? Stupid kid. Yeah, stupid kid. So when my son did some stuff, I always remembered, it's not as bad as what I did, so I know. Look at Hercules. That's Hercules. That's my puppy, folks. That's one of your custom emotes if you subscribe. If you hit that star up top, you get 10 custom emotes and the custom Bob Squad badge that gets upgraded over time the longer you subscribe. Did you know that a lot of the large equipment used in rock quarries are left at the bottom? I did not know that. And just bury them? That's crazy. I give to World Central Kitchen just for food in disaster areas. That's nice. Yeah, if people know of places that are reputable too, and you want to share that on that video with the Microsoft Word document, please feel free. I'm always cautious of some of these national places. Not that they're bad necessarily, but because a lot of times they'll take in a lot of this money and then redistribute it in other places, and you know, a lot of people want the money to go to the people that need help down here too. So that's why our local news stations are really pushing the Southwest Florida Relief Fund. It's sad, but all their keep faith. They have to go now. May God be with all there in Florida. Thank you so much. It was nice chatting with you. I'm glad you came in here today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. You have brightened my morning with your comments, and I really do thank everybody. I mean, we do have a few people that'll show up every once in a while. Now, I also do get sometimes, it's why you might see me give some people a little bit longer of a chance than others, is especially on Clapper, I have a lot of foreign followers, and there's sometimes things can get lost in translation. So sometimes some of those comments might seem rude or insensitive, and they don't really realize it. Others are pretty easy to spot. Super crazy. My brother has been working on a machine at the quarry, and they told him that is crazy. Was it too hard to get them out? Too expensive? Too hard? Pam, thanks for subscribing. You can drop one of your new custom emotes if you like. But thanks for subscribing. Now that's 12. I've gotten 4 on this live stream. That's pretty good. As well, Julene and family. Oh, okay. I was having a hard time. I thought it was Jewel N. It's been a rough week. Lagging over here. Okay, good to know. I'm in Florida too. I'm at the beach right now. Whereabouts? I need to do a beach walk at some point. Born there, hugs to all. Thanks, Julie. Too expensive to disassemble. Ah, makes sense. Vero Beach. So I'll be going up to Tampa area next weekend, and I'm looking forward to finding a beach over there. Thought it went through yesterday. Oh, look at that, Pam. Love looking at the badges. South Beach Park. Thanks. But yeah, if you see some of these pine trees that have the brown needles right now, that's how the whole other side where it took the brunt force of the wind looks now. I'm doing good, all things considered. After I take care of some stuff here, I'll be helping out a little bit more this morning, and I was gonna try to go over towards the airport later and maybe live stream the sunset from over there if I can, but I also want to see the helicopters, the rescue helicopters and stuff. So we used to work for a company that worked in military customer support, and my wife worked on the Chinooks repair and overhaul side, and so there's some cool helicopters here. Crazy lives in Vero too. That's cool. But why don't they auction them off or something? I don't know. I mean, think about it. If it costs that much to get them out and take them apart and stuff, then, you know, what are they? People probably wouldn't want to pay much more than that. But they should maybe donate them, let somebody take them if they want. But I honestly, I don't know. I'm still shocked that they do something like that, to be honest with you. I didn't see the bandages, so checked and redid it now. Now you have your custom emotes. Heck yeah. Have to go. Have a great day. You take care. You have a great day too. Make it a great day. We're almost at 8:08 though, folks. It's almost 5 o'clock, so hopefully some of you can stick around because you're going to get a surprise at 8:08 this morning. Again, you can hit that star button and subscribe and get custom emotes, upgraded badges over time, custom Bob Squad badge. You can also copy and paste a link in my profile that's got links to all my platforms. You're going to want to follow me on Rumble or YouTube because I'll be posting replays of live streams from down on the beach prior to Hurricane Ian. The grocery stores are a nightmare. It's a nightmare. I don't want to complain. I don't want to complain about some of these things because there's so many people, and you know, these are, when I say paradise problems down here to you guys, it's like, who cares because I'm in paradise? But these are like insignificant problems that I'm having. But the only steak was chuck steak, which was terrible. Last night my wife's like, "This is so bad." I'm like, "Because you bought a chuck steak, that's why." But there's really not much on the shelves. There's not much there. And then we got some ice cream from the grocery store, and it was freezer burned pretty bad. So, and a lot of people are being very greedy and taking everything, so other people aren't getting anything. So they keep encouraging people to take what you need. Walking the dogs at Pigeon Forge. That's cool. I'm just thankful that I was able to get a signal this morning. Yes, this is Southwest Florida. Not too far from Fort Myers. We're south end of Fort Myers, essentially. You know what? And as we walk back, I'm going to try to go into different sections that I haven't taken you guys in before and see if we now have service. Because some of these trees are gone, and then they've also boosted the signal over here for not far from Hertz Arena, which is where the shelter is, but they're also setting up like a command post there and stuff. You're gonna have a lot of stuff going on there. I haven't talked to the coach yet, but I wouldn't expect the Florida Everblades to be playing here this year, and maybe not this season. Yes, there is hurricane damage here. I live not far from where it made landfall. And our neighborhood's been cleaned up pretty good so far over here, but we were spared the eye winds. The eye skirted just past us here to the north, thankfully. But it's still pretty significant. Morning. I had to get my sunglasses out. I'm blind. I couldn't really see that guy. He was braver than me, though. He ran around all those trees. So you guys think I'm crazy sometimes, but even I have limits to what I will do. But I am crazy a little bit. A hockey player, and I got knocked in the head quite a few times, so something's not right up there. So please forgive me, folks, for I know not what I've done. It is a beautiful morning, though. It's great that the humidity left here, the tropical moisture is gone. Hopefully more doesn't come here. They're allowing vendors to donate services to the people at Hertz. I don't know. Now, I know that I've seen there's a lot of food trucks here locally that now are giving out free food. So they're putting that on NBC2 and stuff too. All these different food trucks every day where they're at, and they're giving out free food. But I don't know, because I can't remember what I was hearing last night. They're going to build up Hertz Arena a lot more. There's a lot more stuff going in there and going on, and so I don't know if they'll be able to put anything additional in there. I really don't know. Yeah, they're right now they are using gravel trucks to make a temporary bridge so they can get to people on Pine Island. Is it true they're not rebuilding Matlacha? Like, as far as those people there, all that stuff I couldn't tell you. But I would definitely think people will be rebuilding on Pine Island. I know people are rebuilding on Sanibel and Fort Myers Beach, but a lot of people won't be able to, too. My neighbor held yoga classes in the parking lot after Irma. Kind of cool, calming way to bring. Yes, yeah, that's great. I just don't know the challenges of how many things are going to be in there, and I know they're talking about bringing temporary FEMA housing down here, so I don't know if they're going to put some of that up. There's just so many layers to so many things that need to occur here. So like right now, they're still trying to rescue people. They're still trying to clear roads and power lines and suck up storm sewers, and then they're going to go after the debris. But they're searching for bodies too, and they have a process where they have to make sure that somebody wasn't killed, like murdered. So there's a whole process to that too when they find people. But it's just kind of overwhelming, the amount of help that's needed. There's so many people that lost so much. Watch where you are walking. I know, right? There's a snake over here, but it was dead, thankfully. Good morning, hazel-eyed lady. Good to see you. You're okay on Estero Bay? Oh, thank God. You got a lot of debris up in the mangroves by you and stuff? I couldn't believe some of the satellite images, and even when I was down by Bonita Beach, the stuff I saw in the trees and the mangroves was eye-opening. I'm so glad you're all right. So many unknowns currently. It's just so many layers deep of things that need to happen and things that need to be done. And, you know, it's like even the linemen, they're working 18-hour shifts, but they gotta sleep. So it's a dangerous job. It's sad that there are so many bodies. Yeah. And it'll take a while for the numbers to get updated. There's currently a sign up that says looters will be shot. Yeah, there's a lot of that. If you loot, we will shoot. But that's also, folks, you know, there's a lot of judgments on people for staying. It's also a reason why some of these people stay, because they know what happens after the hurricanes. They know the people down here in Florida that are going to come out to take their stuff. So that's another factor. Also, there's the factor of where do you go last minute when you have to be evacuated, because we didn't know if that storm was going to hit north of us. So you head to the north, you might put yourself in harm's way. You head over to the east, there was tornadoes that way. It's a pretty tough decision. And then there's other people that couldn't afford to leave, or physically are older and had a hard time leaving, you know. So there's a lot of different reasons. So I would ask that people, if you're not in the situation, to not make judgments on people, because they all had to make their own determinations on what they needed to do. I wonder if what I'm hearing about Port Charlotte and the death smell is true. Yes. It's true. You don't have to show the snake. I did show the snake, and nobody commented, so I don't think anybody wanted me to stay there. I wonder. They have temporary FEMA houses. I'm going out there with brother-in-law to help tarp the houses. Nice. Nice, Sarah. Thank you. I'm hoping it's the smell of the sewers that flooded. Some of that too, but there's all sorts of stuff going on. People from Tampa Bay evacuated south, and look how that worked out. Yeah, exactly. There's so many challenges to that. Looting in paradise. Yeah, it happens. It happens. But there's so many different factors, and you know, people make assumptions these days and judgments and stuff without having first-hand knowledge. I would just ask people to have a little empathy for people. Now, saying that, there's definitely people that could have left that chose to stay. But again, this was my first hurricane that I stayed for, and I see why people would want to stay and defend their stuff and salvage whatever they have and protect their property. You cannot do snakes. I'm Pam. I am not going to do that to you. I won't show it. I did miss Bob o'clock. I've missed a lot of them. There it is. There's the it was Bob o'clock. Look, Renata has got the Bob o'clock rocking. What do you guys think of that custom emote? Thank you for saying that, Hazy. I'm somewhat hazy myself. I forgot Bob o'clock. But you take the good with the bad, and there's a lot of good stories going on too down here right now. A lot of help, a lot of kindness, a lot of people working very hard. Sorry I missed it. I actually like snakes. It's a dead snake. Happy Taco Tuesday. I am, Kendall. And again, I'm hearing good reports from they're getting stuff restored there where you're going to be honeymooning. So I'm so glad you switched from Sanibel to Marco Island. So glad. But yeah, looters being spotted on the Health Survivors live streams. Yeah. I encountered a few the other day when I was down on Bonita Beach Road. And they pulled into the little strip mall that had all the windows blown out. And so I held the camera right at them. And then they tried to act like they were looking under their car. And then they said they were looking for their jet ski. And I said there was one down in the trees. And they didn't seem to care. And then I made a comment about the Rolls Royce that was in the tree. And then they were like, we're going to go loot that. And then they took off. And I was kind of chuckling because the National Guard and sheriffs were all over right in that area. So I am your fearless leader, folks. Have a great day. Looking forward to some great walks in the future. Pleaky, we're gonna have some great walks. This is still paradise, and I'll find some other places too, but I'll be up in Tampa next weekend too, so hopefully I can give you guys one of those nice walks. Does anybody know if Fort DeSoto has good cell service? You can go to NBC2 and they have information. You can also go to volunteerflorida.org. You can also, if you want to volunteer, you can go to Red Cross too. One live I watched, you could hear car alarms going up. Oh yeah. I can check on Fort DeSoto. Thank you so much. You enjoy your day too, Queeky. Thanks for the walk today. Have to go. Have a blessed day. Mary, you take care of yourself. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks to all of my subscribers. You're part of the founding 50. So, your guys' badges will get upgraded quicker than other people's. Well, not necessarily, but you're in the mix sooner, so. I'm from Clearwater. We got damn lucky once again. You did. You did. You know, I'm not going to lie, we were all hoping it would move north and head up towards Tampa and stuff. So, I totally get it. I don't think Fort DeSoto has good service. Okay. What are the other beaches over there that might? I'm from Clearwater. We got damn lucky. Yes. Lagging. Every time I'm over here. I'm going this way. I felt emasculated when that guy ran around here. There's lots of fish right up in the water here. But there was a reason he was running. Oh, KB, we did normally, not sure about now. Hi. What is that? What's the hi? Oh, it's the other emotes. Oh, so there's custom emotes and then you can do other ones. That's kind of fun. I haven't seen any of those. Madeira Beach? Okay. I don't want to go as far as North Reddington, I don't think. I was going to try to see Bunce Pass when I'm down there, and I'll still go to Fort DeSoto, probably. Sand Key. But I might just do 4K video walk over there. Hey Kay, thanks for subscribing. You can hit that star button. That starts the process, folks. And it's just month to month. I know Renata was asking, she wanted to buy more months up front, and it's just a monthly thing. And the longer you're a subscriber, the more upgraded your badge becomes. Watch for gator, yes, there's a big angry female that's down here after the storm. She's been a little cranky. Do Treasure Island then? Nice. Clearwater Beach is definitely commercialized. Clear Sky Restaurant is amazing. There's a lot of disaster on the beaches. If you look on the video that I posted with the Microsoft Word document, in the comments there's the satellite image website for NOAA. If you want to check that out, you can kind of get an idea. Good morning, Beth. This is Southwest Florida in Estero. I love those emotes are fun. Those are fun. It's almost like getting a gift. I like it. So you got to take the good with the bad. What about Honeymoon Island while you're that close? It's possible. I'm a little concerned about gas. I don't think it's as bad up there, so I'll have to make sure. But also, where I'm going to try to stay is on the bay, and I'll have some good views of sunrises and sunsets. So I just don't want to go too far from there. We are only there for 2 days. We'll be there Thursday night at around 4, and we'll leave around 11 on Saturday. So I'm trying, and we got to go to the concert in Tampa. So I'm trying to figure out how to do it. But that is on my list. Honeymoon. I didn't notice that. Florida beaches and Berry Islands have been terraformed. Yeah, the mall. So I've seen some on the satellite images, some like even over at Lovers Key State Park, there's a whole new pass there. Also by New Pass, the one that went to the south, that didn't actually go out to the ocean, now does. So A lot of sand pushed up in a lot of places. Where am I staying? It's right by Old Tampa Bay. I think. I haven't booked a room yet, but I'm planning on doing that today. Thanks for the hand heart, Pam. I'm going to Chris Stapleton. That was my birthday present this year. Jet ski beach on Tampa Bay, right by the Bayside Bridge. Oh, you're gonna have to send me some of this. I'm gonna forget this stuff. But there's one beach. I can't think of the name. It's just a little one that's right by these condos. What's up, Wiro? Good to see you, brother. Oh, I love him too. He's so good. Such a good dude. His music can help a lot of people too, especially people with drinking problems. If I would have heard him back when I was having my drinking problems in my 20s, that would have helped me out a little sooner. Saved me some trouble. You forget what? Weird. I forget what I'm doing all the time now. It's way worse after this crap. It wasn't very good before. Let's take a moment of solitude here, and hopefully my signal doesn't go out. Ditto for your 20s, yeah. I quit drinking for a long time. And then when we moved here, my wife was like, you know, you have your shit under control, so you could probably have a drink every once in a while. We're in paradise now. So occasionally I'll have a beer or something. But you have to know your limits with all things. So don't do things in excess, is my advice. But here's some peace and quiet for a sec. Thanks for the follow on Clapper, Janita. Yeah, send me that safety harbor. I'll look into that too. I mean, you guys know that area very well. But I got to figure out how to attack it. But the place that I'll be staying at, hopefully, I'm going to have some pretty good views from there. So I'll probably be hanging out there a little bit too. I'll have a sunset view, but on the property I can see both. Congrats, Danila. Oh, there's a faux rainbow coming off the fountain. Good morning, Starshine. Good to see you, my friend. I haven't seen Glenna in a while. I hope Glenna's okay. I love Philippe Park and Safety Harbor. It's so beautiful. If you can comment that on one of my videos, Dakota, I would appreciate that. Fountain rainbow, yeah. It's pretty, right? Safety Harbor's right across the bridge from Tampa Bay. Cross the bridge and take a right. Boom. Boom, done. I'm glad I'm safe too. This is the first hurricane I rode out, and man, I couldn't believe how slow it moved. That's the thing that people don't understand. This thing moves slow, so that eye wall was over areas on the front side for about 2 hours and on the back side for up to 3 hours. So it's like being in an EF3 tornado for 3 and then 2 hours. Here, we just missed the eye wall. It was pretty strong. Thanks, Dakota. It was pretty strong. So it got a little scary there for a little bit. Only when the roof started to lift. That was the thing that I was worried about. And then somebody had told us beforehand, you know, not to open your door. That when doors open or windows get blown out, the roofs can come off. And so I'm thinking the window was going to break a little bit. But then I found some peace. I found some solace. I did my breathing technique, guys, that I talked to you about. We were in the closet. We were ordered to go into an interior room. They sent out an alert through our phones that it was about to get really bad, which it did. And but I did my breathing techniques, and then I went to sleep with the dog in the middle of all of that in the closet for a little bit. So it was good. Was here for Charlie, left for Irma. This one was unprecedented. Yeah. Is it true that the water has gotten really cold? I don't know. I haven't even looked. I will definitely check. Somebody wants to look right now. We can see Bonita Beach water temperature or something, but I wouldn't be surprised because it went from 87 and it had already dropped into like the high 70s as the storm was approaching. So I would imagine it probably pulled up a lot of stuff that was out deeper. Well, I also live in I live in Zone D, so Zones A and B were evacuated and parts of C. So if I was ordered to evacuate, so basically with Irma, what they projected for Irma is what wound up happening with Ian, which is a little strange, but where I lived before, they had predicted 15-foot storm surge, which that's 15 feet above ground, you know, and we only lived in a one-story home. So that's why we left. We were in an evacuation zone. But here you're not, and if you're not in an evacuation zone, and what we learned with Irma is it's a nightmare traveling and trying to get out when they evacuate people. You're in a parking lot on the highway and stuff. And you don't know where you're going to find gas and things. It's a little challenging. So, but you're also getting in the way of the people that need to get out, that have been evacuated. So I do what they tell me to do. The weather now is unseasonably cool and dry. It's great. I'm so thankful because there's so many people still without power. And even for us, I'm sure, I don't know if you lost power, you probably did too down there. Man, it was nice. It got cold in the house at night. We had all the windows open, thankfully. When we came back 4 days after Irma hit, it was just horrible with the heat and humidity. Gotta go. Have a wonderful day. You go lady boss some stuff, alright? Thank you for helping me. Thanks to all my moderators so much for helping me. I really do appreciate it. And I love seeing the badges. I love seeing the Bob Squad badges, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little obsessed with the name Bob. Now, I do listen to Bob FM here, 102.9 Bob FM. It's pretty awesome, and they make a lot of Bob jokes and Bob comments. It's right up my alley. When we moved here and I found that radio station, I said, this is a sign. I guess I was supposed to live here. I've never left for a hurricane because of fear of being trapped on a highway. It was, it was Armageddon, Pam. And we got evacuated like 3 days. I think it was 3 days before when we left. Irma hit. It was scary stuff on the roads. Like even the rest areas. You just parking all over the grass and stuff. It was just craziness. And it was hard to find gas. Tree Teeny said hello and good job for hanging in there. I will. Tree Teeny did a great job, and you'll see more of these olive trees throughout the neighborhood. They didn't do as well as Tree Teeny. She's a tough little broad. Oh, so that's a Lover's Key Resort, Pam. That was from my room up on the 11th floor there. That's looking out towards the Gulf. I did hear about Flippers. Flippers' bottom level of their restaurant was destroyed, but the second floor where the bar and the main restaurant was, that is still intact. Doc's Beach House, second floor, and all the stuff that they moved up there is all still intact. Is this guy alive or what? Little guy, are you alive? I think you are. You're little. Lines for gas and slow travel were torture. It's so bad. So bad. It was scary. Ooh, look at those emotes. But yeah, so that was Lover's Key. That was a baby Cuban Anole. So there's a lot of factors that go into people deciding whether to leave or not. So many different factors. So people really need to cut some people some slack. But also, like I said, I've learned a valuable lesson here. You know, people are going to try to loot your stuff. So I can also see why people stay for that reason, especially if they have valuable stuff. We need a better system. Yeah, I don't know. It's just so many. It's hard because, like, people will say they should have ordered evacuation order sooner here, and they still didn't know where the storm was going to go. So if they have evacuated everybody here and sent them up north, and then it went north, just like those people that were up in Tampa that all came down here. I even saw people that went to Sanibel Island. Even people from Cape Coral went to Sanibel Island to get to higher ground to some of these condos and hotels or whatever, condos out there. But so there's a lot of factors. I have one factor, fear that would override everything for me. I understand. But you don't want to leave here and then be stuck in your car somewhere when that storm is hitting either, you know. And gas is a real issue. So you run out of gas. I would have not wanted to be outside of my house during that storm. The people that had to swim to safety and help people and that, I would not want to do that. So that's pretty scary. Yeah, you don't know. Yeah, way more dangerous to leave by the time I got the yeah, exactly. It's just, there's just so many different factors involved in it, and I'm glad that we left for Irma. There was a reason why we were like, nope, we're not leaving again for anything unless we're evacuated. We're not leaving, and that's why not even a thought to leave this time, because it was Armageddon trying to do that. And that, again, that was 3 days in advance, and it was Armageddon at that point. Lee County knew Sunday night that there would be a 40% storm surge on the islands. There's just a lot that goes into it. You know, it's still, you know, the experts were still saying it was going to head more north. And so, you know, people can second guess stuff, but there's just so many factors involved. It's hard to know. There's another storm out there now, I know. There is. Hopefully it won't come, so. All of you are so brave. There's so many brave people. So many people that rescued people. Rescued their neighbors and stuff. So great. But I know a lot of first responders, especially sheriffs, and they're out there. They're all working so hard out there right now. So if you don't have to get out and about, if you don't have to do the little errands that you normally run, it's very helpful right now to stay home. Also, the Lee County Sports Complex is where their main forward operating base is for some of their stuff, for their first responders and things. They're asking not to come in there. There's people coming in there asking for help and different things, and that's not what that's set up for. It's they're stationing and sending people out to do rescues and things. So you're clogging up their roadway, and it's hard for them to get their vehicles in and out. I wouldn't want to be stuck on a highway without a hotel reservation. No, it's just scary. There's so many things. It's over 1,900 now, Demilla. Yeah, and there's going to be a lot more than that. And then I would imagine there's maybe at least 1,000 people that have lost their life, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's more too. But thanks to all these people. Even when I was at FGCU after the storm in that parking garage, I saw Miami-Dade Fire Department show up and get everybody ready. And we were seeing fire stations, police stations from all over the place. There's an extra 1,000 linemen out there working today on top of the ones that have been here. There's thousands and thousands of volunteers and first responders and rescue people and search and rescue teams. There's so much going on. Rescue group came from Ukraine. Yeah, there's people from all over the place. It's really pretty awesome. Had to evacuate Queens during Sandy with an infant and came back to a total loss. Yeah, so Kara and I were talking about this, and so she's personally connected to this type of situation. She went through what a lot of these people are going through. Yeah. Yeah, right after the storm I was told that they ordered thousands of body bags, but it's gonna be a while because they're gonna go through the rubble next. You know, there's a whole process to going around getting the people that they can and help the people that they can, and then marking buildings and things. But there's a lot of people that are under things. Brings out the best it does. And that was what I noticed on the satellite imagery, is it pushed things in a lot of specific areas. Like things seem to all get pushed in certain spots of the mangroves, certain spots of complexes, buildings. So there's going to be a lot of debris that they have to sift through. You can really relate with these survivors. Yeah, she totally can. And a lot of our followers, folks, that you know, that you've seen in here commenting, a lot of them have actually lost everything. It's actually, right now, it's around, I would say it's probably about 80% of the people that I've had contact with that live down here in this area have lost their belongings and stuff in their home. And a lot of them are just, you know, their house was flooded. So it wasn't completely destroyed like as bad as Fort Myers Beach and stuff, but they have lost all their stuff. I've been shocked at how many of the followers have contacted me saying that they're alive, but that they lost everything. Heart is broken for them. Yeah. I am grateful I have better signal in this neighborhood than I ever have, so maybe we can go a little farther. Want to try? It's very scary trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, there's so many. And if you're in a shelter too, that's a whole other environment. Let's see, we'll do a poll. Smile if you want me to stay here. Cry if you want me to walk and see if we can find somewhere else in the neighborhood that we haven't been able to get to before. Luann, thanks for the roses. It's very scary trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, it's hard to watch. It is. Saw a couple who couldn't get off Pine Island to ID their daughter's body, and people, a couple who couldn't. Oh, sorry about that. I lost contact with my son for about 36 hours during the storm, and my daughter for about 48. So we were pretty worried. Thanks for the roses. You want both. You want both. Oh. Good either way. But this could be a good time because there's not a lot of people in here, and it won't irritate as many people if we have spotty service. You people are pretty good with me, so you're gonna give me a break. So I've had 76 new followers on this live stream. Wow, 7,700 views. Nice. All right, let's do an experiment, folks. Let's test the neighborhood and see if I can make it to places you have never seen on my live streams. It's possible. There's a snake, but I'm not going to show it, Pam. Pam is still in here. I have too much respect for Pam. We will. Yeah, a break. Would give me a break. But you can see the palm trees, the white palms. I will definitely be putting one of those on my property down the road. They held up well. I don't recommend these olive trees. Most of them did not do so good. Royal palms took a beating, but they're still alive. Bob Squad is here if they have questions. Heck yeah. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate all the help. We have the Bob Squad in general is awesome. My moderators, I can't thank you enough. No snakes, just shark's teeth. I hear you. And like we always did, or most of the time, unless I forgot, take one moment to thank everybody that served this country and all of our first responders, people that are helping out and pulling together. We all are different, we all have different views, but we all should be able to get behind that, right? And helping your community and helping each other out. I rented a golf cart before, Pam, for my wife's birthday. We had a lot of fun in here. I sold my rollerblades because they were too small. I could have taken you rollerblading through the neighborhood too. I'll have to get a new pair. Just rollerblade through here. But the golf cart, I did a couple drives in here on the golf cart. And you can check some of the videos. And I've drove through the neighborhood and posted videos. I even did drive through the neighborhood a little bit after the storm. I'll be posting that too. Hercules is doing good. Hercules is doing good. He gets fixed on Thursday, so he's not going to be doing so good for a few days. But hopefully that fixes some of his issues. What size rollerblades? I can send you mine. Well, my U.S. shoe size is 10.5, but it would be a 9 for skate size if they are using the Canadian. It'd be awesome though. What's funny is I had been trying to skate, and I thought my skate shrunk, and I've been having issues even when I did the drop-in hockey. My feet were killing me, and I'm just like, my feet got bigger and stuff. Well, apparently the last year I played, I was playing in a skate size a half size too small. So it's probably why I was so fast, but I think I just saw one what made me think of it. You saw Shark's Tooth? I'm sure I'm going to be finding all sorts of stuff. Fort Myers Beach is not so great. Some parts of Fort Myers not so good, but most of Fort Myers is doing all right, and Estero over here is doing pretty good. I'll check the size and let you know. Thanks, BK. I think I need to update my Amazon wish list too, now that you're saying that. There's a couple things I probably should put on that. But let me know when I start to lag and we start to have issues in here. So. Yeah, Cape Coral is going to take... These are these olive trees like I have in my backyard. Lag. Alright, we're probably going to have a lot of that too. So I'm going to, once I get to a good spot here, I'm going to wrap it up in case we lose each other too. But make sure you hit the follow button so you don't miss anything else. What's up, Ann? Good to see you. You can copy and paste a link in my profile, folks. You're going to want to do it. Follow me on Rumble or YouTube. You can find links at first. That was the first contact I had with the outside world. And then I was able to get a message out. So when I come back, say back. And we'll do a little test. We're testing the neighborhood signal strength after the storm. Thank you for the follow, Shifty. Back. I am seeing between good connection and then poor connection, so it looks like that might be accurate way of doing it. So you guys will see a lot of sunsets I film over from here across the street here on this pond. This is the one in my backyard that you guys see footage from. This is where the alligators cross, right here. But that's where I film a lot of sunsets, over that body right there. But again, you gotta take the good with the bad. Maybe after this storm I'll have better cell coverage in this neighborhood. Yeah. And take you guys back in here, because up here is the preserve that's inside the neighborhood that I've talked to you guys about. Right in there, you see all the dead pine needles. We have those street drains on my street, they can get clogged. Yeah, you have to have companies come through and clean these things out. Plus, even the storm sewers underneath will have a lot of vegetation that grows. That's got to be cut back and stuff. Back. Morning. Morning. Here's one of my good buddies.
So, it's good. It's good. Good stuff, man.
Well, if you know of any organization helping everybody else,
I appreciate it.
Nobody's helping you. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
Seriously.
I do.
Love you.
Thank
See you, bro. Guy's one of the most amazing people I've ever met in my entire life. He is a life coach for the football team. He volunteers all sorts of time, gives back to his community, helps so many people. He's led a lot of people to God, including my son. That's why my son got baptized. It was because of that guy. Birds are happy. Birds are happy. Back. So this is the preserve, if you guys can hear me. And that's in our neighborhood. This is where I see all the hawks and owls in particular, and the osprey and bald eagles sometimes. It is a beautiful neighborhood. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but we're going to keep going with this for a little bit. It says unstable and good. So I've got 1 bar to 2 bars on LTE back here, which is probably not enough for you. Thanks, Kay. Yeah, so it looks like it's still... I can go a little bit farther in the neighborhood than I used to, but not much. Now, I'll talk to you guys about that. If you can hear me, it's Florida. Hopefully we'll come back now, because I'm coming back towards civilization. People got that panel blown out. Looks like I'm starting to see comments. Thank you, Luann. You can hear and see. Okay, good. Yep, so I can go a little bit farther. I used to not be able to take you guys this far. I used to have to stop past that next street by those lights over there. So at least I can bring you guys this far down now. So on our night walks, I can get you the best sunset shots from over here. It's beautiful sometimes. So, but look for me to go live later. I'll probably go live on Clapper first. Tonight I'm going to try to go somewhere and get a sunset walk in, or at least sunset view in somewhere. And then I'll go live on TikTok. But then today, probably during the day, I will just do a static live stream on Twitch from my backyard, most likely. So that's a no chat, so if you just want to pop in and listen to the birds, or see if there's a gator swimming by. Now Twitch, just like Clapper, I think they're in 420p, so it can be a challenge sometimes to see some of the stuff, but there are lots of things that go on in my yard, so you might wind up seeing, you could see a turkey, you could see a panther, a bobcat, a bear. Not as likely during the day, but it's possible. And deer and river otters and things, and the birds like to come around, some of the big birds. So, but the birds are very happy, they're very thankful to be alive, and they're singing today. Good morning. Do you guys want me to walk back up front again, or are you guys good? And thanks to everybody that stuck with me through that test. I do appreciate it. And those people lost a lot of their pool cage screen over there on that house. It is a beautiful morning. You can walk all day. I'm not ready to be done. I'm not ready to be done. Keep walking up front. Alright. I'll do one more walk up that way. And then I gotta eat some breakfast. So I haven't done that yet. But I have missed walking. The other weird thing that I didn't know, because I didn't stay for the last hurricane, but in the beginning of that storm, when it first started to pick up here, and it still was, you know, almost a day away from the worst part of it hitting, but man, did it kick up a lot of issues, allergy-related type issues. Not only did my wife and I have lots of issues, but my son, who doesn't normally get bothered by any of that stuff that we do, he was having problems. So we were all coughing a lot. And then as it got worse, and especially when I was down by Bonita Beach Road the other day with all that mangrove mud that's now turning into dust, and you got all these trucks moving in, heavy equipment, it's kicking up a lot of stuff, so air quality isn't the best. You need this? Alright. Alright, Beth. This is for Beth. What was your dog's name again, Beth? Apologies. What are both your dogs' names? Well, what's the dog that you had to put down his name? Heck, we'll just do it for both of them, because your other dog needs some love too. So this part of the walk, you know, like this video or this walk is sponsored by, this part of the walk is in honor of Beth's 2 dogs. This is for them. And she'll put down in the comments their names. I think that was a little blue heron. Could have been a tricolored heron, but it might have been a little blue. Maybe we'll see a butterfly. Yeah, it's a little blue heron down there. Fizz, but now Macy. So Fizz, this is in your honor. And Macy, you hold strong for Mama. The birds aren't wasting any time to get back to what they do and do so well, and they are opportunists, like a lot of these people that come out after the storm. And again, not all these people that are out after the storm trying to find stuff are terrible people. The ones that are going into people's property and taking their stuff, they're terrible people. Do that. So there's a lot of stuff all over. So they're taking advantage of an opportunity, so is this bird. So now the water's higher and it's pushed things up, so it's easier for them. Did I zoom in and forget to zoom out? Okay, no. Good morning, Bob. Illinois checking in. What's up, Illinois? Born in Blue Island. Macy's blood work did not come back good. It's a minute. It takes a minute to charge it back up. Connection does not seem to be as good after going into that back part of the neighborhood. Are we back? So TikTok's not very good about letting me know when people give me video gifts. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Sometimes I don't notice. And I'm noticing that with the subscribers, they don't let me know afterwards that who subscribed. I don't think, but maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Okay, we're good now. Thanks, Kara. So if I miss it, no, I see your badge. No, I know that you're subscribing, and I do, in fact, appreciate it. This is Southwest Florida. I'm in a town called Estero, which is just south of Fort Myers. About 5 miles inland from Estero Bay in the Gulf of Mexico, and not too far from where Hurricane Ian's eye hit Southwest Florida. We were spared in our neighborhood, fared much better than a lot. So thank you, Dakota. We have a place in Pelican Landing. How did your place fare, if you don't mind me asking? Casa. These olive trees didn't make it so well in the neighborhood, so I wouldn't plant these down here. A lot of them have been uprooted. Smells like fish. Fine. Oh, good. Good. We took some damage here on our house, but not anything significant. And we lost everything in the fridge, but we had been pretty good about eating down everything, and for the most part, out of the fridge and freezer. I threw stuff in coolers because I was prepared. I had 50 gallons of spring water alone, but we had a lot of ice, and so I was able to save some of the stuff, but you know, a lot of the condiments, things like that, gotta replace that stuff. We were very lucky, yes. Count our blessings for sure. The birds, no, they were lucky. So you'll see in one of my videos, it might be in a longer form video because I'll clip a bunch of highlights or videos together. But you'll see during the middle of the worst part of the storm that not the absolute worst part because I was in my closet, but right around that time, during those heavy winds, you see a blue heron fly from one side of the lake to the other like it was nothing in 130 mile an hour wind or whatever it was. So crazy. All right. So we're just doing one lap down here for Beth's dogs, for Fizz and Macy. And again, you can hit the star at the top. That's how you can subscribe and be part of the first founding 50 members of the Bob Squad here on TikTok. You get a custom badge. Over time it upgrades the longer you subscribe, and you have access to custom emotes and the 10 that I created plus the other ones that comes with it that they have. You can also copy and paste the link in my profile. I highly encourage you to follow me on Rumble or YouTube for sure. That's gonna be where I'm gonna post replays of these live streams that I did before the hurricane on the beaches down here that are different now. You can also follow me on Clapper. I go live there. It's like TikTok. I also have a store there. I haven't opened it yet. There's gonna be memorabilia from Sanibel and some of these beaches, some of the things that I found in the last year will be going on there. I also do have a chat group on Clapper. I highly encourage you to join that. That's where I give you a heads up of what I'm going to be doing, where, and on what platform, and the time, and all that. I do go live on Twitch too, but that's for static live streams. Once I get to 1,000 followers on YouTube, I'll go live there as well. But if you want to copy and paste the link in my profile, you can find my link tree. It's got links to all my platforms. So as to see down there, we are still in Massachusetts. You're welcome. And I have a lot of videos to post and stuff, but I was down at the shelter yesterday. I'll be over at the airport probably tonight, filming some of the helicopters at sunset. And I'm just glad you're okay. Your place is okay. But I'm gonna try to get back to some type of more positive walks too. But it's going to be a challenge for several months here because, one, when I go to some of these places, it's going to be a little hard for me. But two, it's going to be hard to avoid some of this stuff for quite a while. But I'll do my best. We'll try to switch it up. I will be occasionally, while I'm posting these hurricane videos and stuff, I'll occasionally throw in something a little more positive too. But I'm still trying to wrap my head around all the things I need to do in ways I can help, and I just feel like I need to do more. So. But there is only so many hours too. It's hard to juggle sometimes. So, does anybody, I mean, I know a lot of people, you might have to remind me, Beth, because I do forget stuff. But I know a lot of people claim this fountain, in particular Glenna and some other people. But is anybody opposed to me naming this Fizz's fountain in honor of Fizz? I think that's fitting. It's a fitting Fizz fountain. I feel the same. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, this is Fizz's fountain. I don't have any skills to help rebuild, but I want to help. Yeah, like even serving food down here. They need help with that, or going through the donations and filtering them. And then obviously, they're starting to pay people. If you live in Cape Coral, they'll pay you $1,400 a week to help remove debris. These contractors need people to help move debris from these homes. So they're paying $1,400 a week. And there's other places that are paying like up to $18 an hour to help stuff. But there's volunteer organizations that are cleaning up too. Fizz's fountain. Everybody make sure you remember that so I don't forget. I don't think I will, but I could. I hope Beth's still in here, but if not, Beth will find out at some point. Oh, even some of those plants are flowering. Alright. Fizz's fountain. Alright, I got 5 more minutes. I gotta end this. So, we're gonna keep on trucking. Hi, Cindy. Good to see you, as always. But there's Fizz's fountain. Fizz was 16 years old. Oh my gosh, Fizz's fountain. I love it, right? So, Fizz is always going to be here for sure. And there's Fizz's rainbow coming off of it. Yeah. See if I... Look at that. Yeah, that rainbow coming off of there. Screenshot that, Beth. Or somebody screenshot it for Beth and send it to Beth. That's Fizz's fountain showing off right now. It just all started to happen. It wasn't like that when we just walked by it. I feel like it's spouting more after the hurricane. It is, there's a lot of water in here, so that's part of it. But yeah, it's amazing what people pick up. That's the one thing I miss about Matt being in here. He always noticed so much stuff like that. There you go, Fizz. Fizz's fountain. And there is Fizz's rainbow, and it's disappearing right now. Do you see that? Just disappeared. Alright. I think that was meant to be. Got it. Awesome. So, Fizz is pulling hard for Macy. I think that's what that was saying. Uh-oh, Pam. I hope you didn't see that dead snake. Sorry, Pam. God bless you, Beth. And thanks for offering to help me, too, throughout all this stuff. Beth trains dogs. And trains dogs very well. And has even offered to do some video conferencing with me to help me with the puppy butts. Hippo puppy butts. Good old hippo puppy butts. So again, I'm gonna do my promotional stuff. You can copy and paste. You're welcome, Beth. Love to you, honey. You can copy and paste a link in my profile to find my other platforms. I go live on Clapper and Twitch too, but you're going to want to follow me on Rumble or YouTube. That's where I'm going to be posting replays of these live streams from TikTok, especially before the storm on these beaches that I've been at. Also my full versions of videos and longer form content, widescreen. I have lots of widescreen footage from this hurricane that'll be posted. And so you want to check me out there. You can hit the follow button, be part of the Bob Squad. You can join me on Clapper and join the Bob Squad chat group. Get update information on what I'm doing. And you can hit that star button and subscribe here and get the 10 custom emotes, custom Bob Squad badge. And that gets upgraded over time. There, I think I said it all. I think there's things I'm forgetting though. Wouldn't surprise me. There's always things I'm like, oh, I need to remember to tell people this on my live streams, and then I get in the live streams, I don't remember to tell you. But thanks for walking with me today, folks. This is your 60-second warning. So if you haven't hit that follow button, hit it before you go so you don't miss me in the future. Yeah, they do. Morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, the Russian trees didn't make it so well, but mine did in the back. You guys will see the time lapse. I thought I was going to lose that one for sure. We have named her Dirty Tree Teeny because she's an olive tree and she's shaken, not stirred. So we've named a few things today: Fizz's Fountain and Dirty Tree Teeny. Thanks for the rose, Anna. Look at all those custom emotes. You're welcome. Thank you guys. Seriously, thank you so much. I wish I didn't lose cell service during that storm. You guys were really helping me so much. You have no idea. On those live streams before the storm and stuff, you guys helped keep me very calm. So I thank you so much. Hey, Laura. You like that? Dirty Tree Teeny. Be blessed. You too, Beth. We will catch up at some point when my life settles down a little bit more. Hercules is going to have to wait, but I do appreciate you offering to help me. Shaken, not stirred. I know. She almost was stirred there for a little bit, but she was more shaken than anything. This is how her grandparents fared. Grandparents did not do so well. They're down for the count. They need Clapper because they've fallen and can't get up. Those trees that broke aren't native, are they? I honestly couldn't answer that. There's a lot of palm trees and stuff that are down here that aren't native per se to. But I did all right. Hey, thanks for the roses, Allie and the babes. Hercules is a dog. Somebody, one of the, there's Hercules. Alright, folks. I'm gonna have to run, because it's just not cooperating with me over here anymore. We had 8,000 people in here, 78 new followers, 12 gifters. Thank you so much for that. We had, I think, like 5 additional subscribers on this live stream, so I think that makes it like 13. For the first 50 founders of the Bob Squad here on TikTok. But I hope everybody has a great rest of your day, and look forward to catching up with y'all later. Thanks, y'all, and God bless. Thank you, Dakota. It was nice to meet you too. You're very kind, and we like people like that around here. Alright, take care. You're welcome, Kay. You're welcome. Thank you all. Thanks to all my moderators and even my mod wife to be, Kay. Alright, see you guys. Thanks, Kara. You're welcome, Katie. Take care of yourself. And you too, Laura. Take care, Maya. I saw that you just joined. I'm out of here.